Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Judith's Jewelry Box. I am Heidi Ripka, and joining me again today is my good friend, Terry. Is Terry coming on? Hi, Terry.
Here I am.
A little delay getting you there. How are you?
I am well. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. So good to see you.
You too. Has the week gone by already?
I know. I love our little weekly meet and greets.
Me too.
It's been so much fun. Did you have a nice 4th of July weekend?
Yeah, we did. Thank God. We ended up going to my brother's Saturday. He's got a nice pool, so some family time, which was great.
Good.
How about you?
I had a nice, quiet 4th of July weekend.
Well,
I think I'd mentioned we drove Jordana out to the Hamptons. She had
lucky Jordana.
lucky
Yes.
Jordana, and it's so cute because now that she's a little bit older and has more freedom, so she's 12, she and her camp friend that she went out to visit, the house that they're renting is close to the town of West Hampton. So the girls walked to town. They did whatever. I said, so what did you get? Did you find anything in town? She goes, yes. It was so awesome. We went to 7-Eleven and I got a Slurpee.
Well, listen,
Wow.
nowadays, that's a joy. That's
Okay.
a joy and a privilege to do. So good for her.
Great. So yeah, so that was the highlight, I guess, but she had a really nice time. And fortunately the weather pretty much held out. So they went swimming and everything. So it was nice. And we just, for the 4th of July, we had a barbecue at my friend's house. She only had a few couples, so we were able to socially distance, and socialize. And it was really nice.
Perfect.
It was one of probably the first times, more or less. Like there might have been one other time that we've gotten together with people. I feel like I did, but that's really the first time that we've seen friends in a group like that. It was really nice.
I'm happy for you. Yes, it is nice.
It is nice.
So I'm excited about today.
Oh yeah, I know this is like one of your favorite topics, one of your favorite talismans. So
Yes.
I know you know so much about it. So I'm gonna talk about jewelry, and you're gonna talk about evil eyes because you know way more about the history of evil eyes than I do. And being multilingual, you could talk about it in different languages.
I'm going to give them to you in 3 languages.
Oh,
We're going to do a little Spanish, a little Italian, and in Greek.
I am so impressed. Well, what really got me started on the fact that we should do a segment on evil eyes is a couple of weeks ago on my QVC show, we had the new Enamel Evil Eye bracelet.
I love, love, love.
I love, love, love too. And it really hasn't come off my wrist since the show. I've been really enjoying wearing it. And, Judith has had so many variations of evil eye jewelry over the years, spanning back probably at least 15 years when she first was doing it for the Couture collection. And I actually am fortunate enough to have a bracelet from that collection that whenever I travel, especially if I'm going on a plane, for whatever reason, I just feel comfortable having it on my wrist.
That protection, that extra protection always helps.
It does. And I'm not typically a superstitious person, but for some reason, I feel like a little like not comfortable if I don't put it on before I travel. So that's like pretty much always on my wrist when I travel.
I love it.
This is possibly I haven't decided if it's going to be a replacement to it or if I'm going to wear them together because you can never have enough protection against evil, can you?
No, you cannot. And actually, even that style and the black enamel is just taking me back to Egypt. These things originated back in the Mesopotamia era. I mean, talking 7,000 years ago, right? So that reminds me of the hieroglyphics that they had, in Egypt. So I do love that design.
Yeah, it does because it has that more elongated shape to the eye. Hi, Maya.
Hi, Marilyn.
Thank you. So this is all black enamel. It's also available in white enamel. It comes in clad as well as sterling silver. However, the sterling silver version of the black enamel, I believe, is sold out.
Wow.
So you're lucky if you snag that one. And they both have the same detail, though. So you have the fine rope trim. You have the beads going around the eyes. You have the black spinel, genuine black spinel in the center of the eye. And then it's framed with turquoise enamel. Hi, Lillian.
Hi, Lillian.
Good to have you back. White enamel. And also, if you turn to the back of this cuff, we extended the detail by putting these bezel set diamoniques. So it has a lot of sparkle and has the diamoniques also on the top and bottom of each eye to give it that little bit of brightness.
Love it.
Very refined version of an evil eye. You're not screaming evil eye, which I I love wearing an evil eye, but sometimes I don't want it to be so obvious.
Too
I
in
just
your
want to know
face,
that
yeah.
it's on there, but it's,
Yeah.
layered in with my other jewelry. So this is why we're talking about evil eyes today, basically. It got me started, and we have so many evil eye styles. Even today, like you and I were talking, when you go onto the QVC website,
Oh my God,
we're
which
gonna
I
look.
did.
I know. I
I
mean,
did yesterday to prepare for this.
we're gonna look at a bunch of them today, but if you don't see like exactly what you're looking for, you should still check out qvc.com because there's so many more styles there. But when we were doing evil eyes and we had this cuff, at the same time we were designing other pieces to coordinate, and not everything always makes it onto a show. So and actually I should say, I'm not sure, but I don't think this one ever went on the show. But we then did, to go with it,
Ooh.
a soft link version of the Evil Eye bracelet. And so this one has,
That is really pretty.
isn't that nice? So it has two sizes of the Evil Eye. So the center is a bigger Evil Eye, and then you have the smaller Evil Eyes here. It has the black spinel center. Framing the black spinel is Pave Diamonique. This one has pink enamel going around it, then surrounded by white enamel, but it is also available in green. And I am a little partial to green, but I love the pink too.
I love the links on that bracelet.
And the links are great. I don't know if you could see it here, but they're alternating. So it's alternating high polish with like a rope link texture.
Wow.
You have the beautiful beads going around the frame of the eye, but they're not just beads plopped on. They're in little mini clusters. So if you could see, there's like a big bead in the center, and then, excuse me, and then a smaller bead on either side. It has our signature Judith Ripka lobster claw with the Diamonique, so it's easy to put on, and an oversized ring on the end to get it through.
And I like the fact that there's 3 of them. I mean, that's just enough, and that the center one is bigger. I mean, I love that design.
Well, yeah, I mean, let me see if I can put it on quickly. It's nice to have 3 because that way if it spins a little bit on your wrist, under pressure here, try to put it on.
Yeah, no, and while you're doing that, I wanted to let you know one of the items that I did like was a watch. You have a gorgeous stainless steel with a black leather Evil Eye watch. It was fantastic. And it's on sale too, so I think that'll be one of my purchases.
But that's a really pretty Evil Eye watch. It has the Evil Eye like at the bottom of the bottom. Yeah, that's really, really pretty.
Very pretty.
And it's a nice size scale. It's like not too big. But hi, Doreen. Nice to see you. So anyway, I just wanted to show you this on. It's actually,
and together, I mean, they just look fabulous. To your point, your designs, you could just stack those.
You could just, and that's the beauty of the collection, is that everything can be worn together. So this bracelet is actually an average size. I probably would have needed a small, just because it has a lot of hang right now here. But I think it's important for people to understand the sizing. So a small is really for a 3 and a 6 3/4 inch fit, whereas the average is a 7 1/4 inch fit, and then the large is an 8 inch fit. So that should help you figure out if you're a small, average.
Yeah, no, that's good information, because sometimes I wonder, I think I'm in between the small and the average. And to your point with that one, you don't want too much slack.
Yeah, because then it gets uncomfortable, because like if it falls down and it hits like that bone on by your thumb, it just it's too much. So it's really better to have it not snug, but a little bit smaller than that. So I don't know if, when I was holding anything up, if you happened to catch a glimpse of
I thought I saw something of luminescence.
Little luminescence is right. Oh, I'm gonna take it off. It's better to show it not even on.
Yes, please.
So you can really see.
And maybe it's my size too.
And what?
And maybe it's in my size too. I love that.
Oh, this is definitely in your size. Look at that.
Wow. Is that like a basket weave pattern I'm seeing?
Yeah, so I'm going to start at the top, Terry, and work our way around. Okay. So the Evil Eye on this one has a chrome diopside bezel set in the center. So chrome diopside is this gorgeous green stone out of Russia.
Never heard of it.
Really?
Never heard of it. That is gorgeous.
Never heard of chrome diopside. Well, Chrome diopside is a fairly expensive stone, actually. It's not as expensive as an emerald, which it's sometimes mistaken as, but we use it in small places because it can get very pricey when you go into a bigger size stone. But I love the vibrance and the
Yes,
saturation.
that green is
in the
very
green.
vibrant.
It's really pretty. And so we surrounded it with Pave Diamonique to give it tons of sparkle. We love how that Diamonique sparkles. And then going around it, you actually have a very clean bezel trimmed with beads for the eyelashes.
Wow.
But what's really unusual about this one is that the eye is not sitting on sterling silver. The eye is sitting on a mother of pearl slice. And that's that iridescent.
That's what I see, the pearlized luminescence. Oh, that is gorgeous.
So that makes it really, really special and unique and different, something that we've never really done anything like before when it comes to the evil eyes.
That is so different. That is so different.
And the style of this ring, so because of the sample size, I was wearing it on my pointer finger. You'll find I wear a lot of rings on my pointer finger.
Yes.
I do like it fashion-wise. I think it's a great way of wearing rings. But it's usually because also the sample sizes don't fit me typically. But this is a signet ring. So this ring is really meant to be worn on your pinky, which is such a cool look. And signets are so on trend right now.
Yes, they are.
And so if you want a very cool signet ring, this is the way to go. So I'm going to continue going on that little tour, though, because I didn't finish. I just got a little sidetracked. But so going around that mother of pearl frame, and I hope maybe we could bring back the image with the style number for people to see, because it's a little, thank you.
There it is.
Easier to see it. So you have that rope texture going around the mother of pearl. And then when you move to the side, like you picked up, Terry, we did something really different on this ring. What we did was a braided version of our rope. It's not our Southampton, it's not our angled brochet. It's like a braided version of our Southampton, though, if that makes any sense. So if you could see the lines, there's cross hatching on the quilting, the braiding.
Beautiful.
We just wanted to do something really different and something to just kind of cover the whole surface. We didn't want it to be all high polished, but we wanted it to be really unique. We have our fine rope lining the inside. It does have a sizing bar if you need to size it. And of course, it's finished with the back plate. But I just think that's such a cool version.
That is so pretty and cool. And you're right, on trend. And I love the green. Most evil eyes that you see are blue.
Yep.
I do like this green one.
You know, I was reading, there is actually a reason why most evil eyes are blue. They're actually blue or green. And they were saying that people with light eyes, blue and green eyes, were more rare, and that those people, even if they didn't realize it, they thought that they were like giving off the evil eye, you know? So that's why when you see the talismans in blue or green.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And I didn't know. So in Greek, we call it the mati.
The mati?
Mati. Yeah, that's the evil eye. And later on, I'll tell you in Italian, and then I'll end it with the Spanish one. But
no
mati.
French?
No. Huh. Oh, I didn't look that one up.
But that's okay, because it's not surprising, because as you were saying earlier, it comes from Mesopotamia. It was very big in the Mediterranean. So really, when you look at evil eyes historically, Mediterranean is where they started. And then from there, West Asia. But when you go throughout the world, whether it's the Middle East, South America, the United States now, there's forms of evil eye everywhere. Everyone's kind of hooked up on the evil eye, and they don't always believe in it for, you know, religious beliefs or superstition. Some people just love the talisman.
Like the look of it.
And they just, you know, it feels good knowing that you're wearing something that's potentially good luck.
Absolutely, absolutely. But Greece, Turkey, to your point, I mean, Spanish people, Italians, Spanish Christianity, Judaism, Hinduism, Buddhism. I mean, it is.
Right.
I believe it said it was the world's most recognized symbol.
That's right.
Across all cultures.
Right, all cultures, religions, because I believe when you mentioned a bunch of different religions, and I believe there's references to the evil eye in, like, whether it's the Bible, the Quran, the Torah. It seems to be, and religion's not something that is my strong suit, but I believe from what I've seen that it is present in some form everywhere. But it's also become, part of just our day-to-day culture. I mean, how many times have you heard in your life about someone shooting me the evil eye, or like
All the time.
right? Or even if, imagine this, you're out to dinner with your husband and a bunch of other people, and you're saying something he doesn't want you saying. He
gives you the eye.
He gives you the eye, that evil eye, like, you better.
Don't you dare. Yeah. My mom, I grew up with, Hispanic mom, and that's all she had to do.
Yep, just give you that.
When we were
eye,
she would look at us and we're like,
yeah. Or if you're even in like broadcasting, they'll say, like, if you're running out of time, they'll give you the eye, like time to cut it off, or you're saying something that they don't want you saying. So it's become a really common phrase, that evil eye.
And really, it's also in our currency, right? The eye and the triangle. If you look at the dollar bills.
That's right. I totally forgot about that. I wonder how that comes into play. That didn't come across in my research. I wonder what that is. Hi, Lisa. It's so nice to see you. And Lisa actually has a ring that we're going to look at earlier. She was telling, I believe it was Lisa that said this, that she has this ring. So we'll
guess what?
Ooh, you have it in Clad. We'll look at it a little bit later, though. But I don't know if you noticed, I am wearing, and you probably didn't because I'm sitting a little far back, but I'm wearing an evil eye stud.
Oh, I now see a gorgeous.
Well, this is my pendant, my evil eye pendant, which we'll get to too. But I was referring to my earring, and I know you can't really see it.
No, I really can't see that one.
It's a small stud. I'm going to show it to you. We did 2 versions of this earring, so I'll show you both. This one is the one I have on, and what I like about this stud is, again, I like something more subtle, and I also tend to wear studs very regularly. Hey, Win, you're so funny. Got my evil eye, and you better not be evil. It better only be good.
Yeah, no, we got you. I was telling you.
So this one has about 1/4 carat of diamonique in it. It has the bezel set diamonique in the center, and then in this cube on the bottom, it has another prong set diamonique. But it's open and pierced on the top eye, if you could see that. It's kind of hard with my finger.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to, but
I think if you look at the picture on the screen.
Yeah, I see it on the picture, yeah.
So it has the beads going around it. It's available in sterling silver, 14 karat clad, and 14 karat rose gold clad. And for people that aren't familiar with it, our 14 karat yellow and rose clad are layers of genuine 14 karat gold on top of sterling silver. The sterling silver has a rhodium plate. It's a white rhodium to protect the silver from tarnishing. Silver will still tarnish over time, but it'll protect it much longer, especially if you take care of it. And it also gives it more of a like white platinum look. So it has more brilliance to it. So hi, Nancy. Are the sizing bars covered in rhodium plating too? No, the whole piece actually gets rhodium plated, including the sizing bar. But most jewelers are able to handle that without an issue. And as a matter of fact, most jewelers do have rhodium. So even if it needed to be re-rhodiumed, they typically can do it. Also, if you find a ring is a little big, which tends to be my issue, a lot of times just to avoid that, I'll actually have the jeweler put beads inside of it, as opposed to having them cut it and solder it closed. It's just another way of doing it. But one of the reasons I like it that way is because my fingers have a tendency to swell, as do I think most people. And when you have the sizing balls in it, it kind of gives your finger a little room to adjust. So if you're a little swollen, you kind of like fill in around the space. So that's always been my preference, but most jewelers can, work with the rhodium, and it shouldn't be an issue. So, Tracy. Hi, Tracy. Tracy used to work at the Judith Ripka boutique in Chicago. It's so nice to see you, Tracy. It's very fun. I love this. It's like walk down memory lane.
Reunion.
It is a reunion. Winnie's chiming in. So Winnie, for anyone that's not familiar with Winnie has been working with Judith for close to 40 years. Not quite as long as Judith started her business, but Winnie has worked side by side with Judith as her sketch artist. And
that's amazing.
In addition to Judy, Winnie's trained me. So it's been a very amazing experience for me to have these 2 very talented women over the past 25 years of my career here really teach me everything from soup to nuts about jewelry. So I'm very lucky.
And they're still supporting you to this day. I love it. Girl power.
It's great. It really is. So I'm going to move on to the next Evil Eye, which is a all Pave Evil Eye. So this one is a little more traditional shape.
That's pretty.
The bezel set diamond in the center. It has little beads flanking out either side. It has
That's really sparkly, Heidi.
Isn't that? Oops, sorry, I dropped it. It has 50 points of diamond in the pair, and it has a very refined texture going around the bezel. It's a low profile, which I don't think I got to show you on the other one. I'm sorry. So both of them have a very low profile, so they're very comfortable and very easy to wear, and they don't get in the way of anything. But you can see the difference between the two like this, right?
Yeah.
Really pretty. But
yeah, they're both very pretty and different enough that you can have both and not have it look the same.
Yeah, well, and again, it's also, I think like I picked this one today. Oops, I picked this one today. It's not as blingy. It's not as dressy. Not that this one's so dressy, because I feel like I'd wear this every day too, just like
I'd wear that every day too.
Studs. But it's just a matter of personal preference. Or to your point, some people collect silver, some people collect clad, some people 14 karat rose, 14 karat yellow clad. So you could have them for each collection, and these happen to be, I don't have the prices here, but they're very reasonably priced. So if you wanted to do one in one metal tone and one in the other metal tone.
I feel like that in the rose clad. I see the pictures. Very nice.
The rose clad is really pretty.
Yeah.
I'll show you both versions in the rose clad just so you could see. It's really,
wow. That is really pretty.
Yeah, and so we don't do a lot in rose clad, but we've been starting to do more and more because people love rose clad. It's a very soft pink hue. It's very flattering on your skin. It's very pretty. I'm wearing I've been wearing the Charlie watch, which I don't know if anyone has.
I saw that on your show too last night. I love it.
Yeah, I love the Charlie watch too, and I don't have it right now with me. It's in my office. But so this came also in the rose tone with
that must be really pretty
for the stone. So like this one has the rainbow. I like the rainbow because it basically goes with anything I have.
Yeah.
And this also came in silver tone. But so the rose clad. So now we have the rose clad watch, the rose tone watch, I should say, because it is a little different because it's stainless steel, the Charlie watch. So whereas everything that we're looking at, all the jewelry is sterling silver with layers of the 14 karat rose gold. It is a gold tone, but the process that they do on the stainless steel watches is different, and it's very technical. I really am not, it wouldn't be fair for me to try to explain it because I really don't fully know it. Watches are made very differently from jewelry. So you really need to be a watch expert to go into more than the aesthetics of a watch. So those are the studs I wanted to show everyone because I do think it's something that everyone should have in their jewelry box, especially if
they're really, really pretty.
You collect them because they're just easy to wear. And then that brings me to our ring. So
I so love this. I have the gold clad version and I so enjoy this. I get compliments. I love it. It's bold, it's sparkly. I mean, jeans, you can dress it up, dress it down. I am in love with it.
It looks so good on. I know, I love it too. This one is actually very reminiscent of the original one that we launched on the collection years ago. It was a little different, but it had more of this feel to it. And so this ring we did, so you have the clad with blue. We only did the clad in the blue. The sterling silver one we did in blue, pink, purple, and green. But I will say, I believe it is the purple that is very, very limited in sizes right now. I'm pretty sure that most of the other three colors we have most, if not all, of the sizes available. But I just want to point out that these rings are all diamond-ink. So just like the Charlie watch, in order to make it a little more affordable for everybody, rather than doing blue sapphires or amethyst or pink sapphires or savarite, we said, let's make sure that everyone could buy these.
That's smart.
So they're in all diamonique. So you have the black diamonique in the center that's then framed by the white diamonique. And then you have your color choice. So you have the blue, the
And
pink.
it's so sparkly and vibrant. I think that's a good call. I love
Well,
it.
that's the thing. It does have more sparkle than if you were to use some of those genuine gemstones that are sparkly. They are, they do refract light. They do have life, but nothing sparkles like a diamonique stone because of all of its properties. But this has everything Judith Ripka about it, because when you turn it to the side, can you see? It's like this beautiful layer of, you have your rope and your angled.
That rope design is gorgeous. I love it.
Isn't that nice? And then the Southampton. So for anyone that's not familiar with our Southampton texture, but hear me refer to it, Southampton is a hybrid. We took our rope texture. Sometimes we blow it up to make it a more exaggerated rope, but what we did is we cross-hatch it with an angled brochet. So it's really like this rich, rich texture on it. So we have it underneath here, and then when you turn this to the side, it's then traveling down the shank. All right. And then also, if you look back here, there's a little more angled brochet on the inside of this ring. It does have a sizing bar and our signature fleur-de-lis backplate inside.
Yeah, it is really nicely done and
it's
nicely priced.
Nicely priced.
Very nicely priced.
Right?
Yeah.
Very comfortable. So it's a really great ring. I mean, I find myself always saying how much I love everything, but truth be told, I'm picking the product that we're looking at because I love all of it. And I love all the other pieces that we have, the Evil Eyes online, but we could only look at so many pieces in a short period of time. So I just picked a couple of my favorites. And actually, we have two more pieces to look at. So one of them I'm wearing and one of them you're wearing. And I saved these for the end because I didn't want anyone to have like complete sticker shock. I figured I'd end though with the, something to consider, something to think about. Oh, Randy is going to love that, Doreen. Please tell her I said hi, and tell Lily that we miss her so much. So Doreen's granddaughter and Jordana go to sleepaway camp together.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah. So it's really nice. So, okay. Hi, Vicky. You brought it to Italy with me. Better than any. I know. You know what? I agree with you. When I went last summer to Greece, I couldn't find any Evil Eyes that I liked as much as ours. I just felt like they were very, very commonplace, but it's hard when you go to some place where it's touristy to find something really unique and unusual. But I do love our Evil Eyes. I know I'm a little biased, but I just want to show you this Evil Eye. This one is 14 karat gold. It's diamonds. And that center cabochon, that is a Kingman turquoise cabochon.
That is gorgeous. That turquoise is just beautiful.
It is like the most luscious, vibrant, sky blue.
Very vibrant. Wow.
It's from the Kingman mine in Arizona, which is one of the oldest producing turquoise mines in the United States. It was found about 1,000 years ago by prehistoric Indians. And the fact that it's still producing actually, I'm not going to put it on just yet so I could show you more details. The fact that it's still producing to this day, we're very, very fortunate because, as you know, with mines such as the Sleeping Beauty mine, sometimes they run out of their deposit and then that's it. And most turquoise that you see has striations or it has black matrix. They don't get clean.
I mean, that is so pure, clean, vibrant. I haven't seen a turquoise like that, actually.
And just if you're interested, it's about 1/10 of a carat of diamonds. It is more of what I would consider to be a delicate pendant. That's why. So I don't know if anyone watched my show last night. I'm going to put this back on for scale. Last night we had another Kingman turquoise piece on, which is the necklace that I'm wearing. It was a softened trillion pendant and earring set. And I was explaining to Nancy on the show yesterday that these pendants look great layered together, but we didn't have another piece similar to wear. So this is obviously substantial enough to wear on its own and to wear every day. But it also looks really nice when you layer these types of pendants together. And I like going smaller on top and slightly bigger on bottom. I feel like proportionally it just makes sense. But
it looks really pretty.
I realize it's an investment piece. It's 14 karat gold. It's definitely it's definitely pricier. I mean, gold today, I didn't check the gold market today, but gold is like 1700 to 1750 an ounce. That's really high. It hasn't been that high in many years, but it is trending up. So actually the prices on these pieces, even though they're high, they're actually pretty good, because when QVC purchased them, the gold price was a little bit lower. So you're going to see gold prices going up, as stores get in their new inventory. So if you find a gold piece that you love, you should invest in it now before the gold market goes up, because especially with what's happening in the world, gold is really interesting. If you ever follow the market, whenever there's any sort of a recession, gold goes up.
Gold goes up because it's a great investment. It could sit there.
Yeah. So that's why I think the gold market is up right now. And based on everything going on, not just in the US, but globally, it could be like this for some time. So, I'm not telling you everyone to spend their money, but just, something to consider if you want to invest in a special piece, for yourself, or, maybe if like, I don't know, you're having a special birthday or special anniversary and you need to drop a hint to your husband. This piece is great also, but we're focusing on Evil Eyes. It is on QVC.com, though. I just don't have the J number. And then, Terry, you have the other 14
to show you. And this is hard to do, people, so bear with me. See if you can see that. I mean, that is just gorgeous. Look at that.
That is great. That is great. So that's more of a traditional, that's our, it's a round Evil Eye where you have a blue sapphire set in the center. It has a bead detail around not only just the sapphire, but the detail of the exterior eye itself. Plus you have the bead trim. Pull it back just a little bit. It's getting a little blurry. Yeah, like that. That's good. It's hard. It's very, very hard.
It's really hard, Heidi. You make this look really easy. I got to tell you.
I'm sorry. I know, but you're doing so good. You're doing so good. And so that one has a different attachment, whereas the one I'm wearing has a little loop at the top. That one's attached side to side. They both have the signature Judith Ripka heart claw, so it's nice and easy to put on. Mine has an adjustment. So mine is 18 inches, and I believe the adjustment's at 17 inches. Oh. That one I believe is 16 inches, and then the adjustment's at 2 inches. So those actually can be layered as well. And that sapphire in the center is 1/10 of a carat.
I mean, that sapphire is so pretty. It really, look at it. I mean, nice even with my bad camera work here, it just shines right through.
Yeah, and blue sapphire can get too dark sometimes. That's a very nice, what I call open color blue sapphire. It's not that inky color that can sometimes happen. And that's really important because you want people to be able to see that it's a blue sapphire if you're investing in it. So that is really,
look at it, just looks so pretty on the skin. Look at that. I just love this.
That is really, really lovely. I'm just looking to see if there's anything else. That's really, those are
so in Italian is malocchio. So we have the Greek, the mati.
Oh wait, so sum it up. Malocchio. Say it one more time. Say all three separately.
So okay, so in Greek we have the mati.
Mati.
In Italian we have malocchio.
Malocchio.
And in Spanish is mal de ojo.
Not trying that one.
Mal de ojo. It's actually 3 words in Spanish, which means evil of the eye. Mal de ojo.
Got it. Yes, I'll leave that one to you. Thank you. But that looks beautiful, and you did a fantastic job showing it off. So
well, I tried, but you make this look easy, sister.
Thank you. By the way, your hair looks phenomenal today. I don't know what you did differently.
Thank you.
It looks really.
Thank you.
I don't know, like. I don't know. You got like body, curled it under a little.
Are you giving me the evil eye? Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
No evil eyes. Only sending good things towards you. Nothing.
And just in case, look.
Exactly. Oh, I took mine off. I can't even flash it back at
you. I love it. Thank you,
sister. Anyway, I want to thank you again, Terry. This is always so much fun. This is the highlight of my week.
It's the highlight of my week too. You know how much I love jewelry and Judith Ripka and the designs. It just keeps wowing me every time. The little details, the new designs you come up with. I mean, I just love it. So thank you for having me, really.
Well, it's my pleasure. And I just want to thank everyone for joining us today. This was a great show. I hope you all love the Evil Eyes and have a wonderful week and a wonderful weekend. And we will see you next week.
And don't forget to look for the watch on QVC because it's fantastic.
Well,
the
even
Evil
in
Eye watch.
Put in Judith Ripka, Evil Eye in your search, and you'll see the other pieces load, and you'll find something fantastic. So everyone have a wonderful time. And again, thank you so much. Bye. Mwah. Bye, Tara.
Bye.